All right, perfect. So let's give Felipe a call. So Felipe, this deal has been pretty interesting. Felipe's wife has a property up in Racine, Wisconsin. I buy a lot of properties in Milwaukee. This house has been vacant. It was inherited through the family. It's been sitting there vacant, big house. No one's really using it. She's been wanting to get rid of it. It's a little outside of my buy zone, so it's been hard to comp. Haven't been able to find comps on it, but they've been on and off the line. So we want to get him on the phone and figure out when are we making a decision. Don't forget your coffee.
Please leave your message for 41.
All right, no answer from Felipe. We're going to hit him with the double dial right now. Always, always, always double dial. Like, you can't control who picks up, but you can control the effort that you put forth. All right, never make a call just once. In fact, I triple dial. What's really interesting is the first time you do it, you're going to be really nervous about double dialing. The second time you do it, it gets better. After a while, it just becomes a force of habit. Like,
Hello?
hey, what's going on? This is Marlon. I was calling to speak to Felipe.
He is actually not home right now.
Oh, shoot. Okay. When would be a better time to call? Call back.
Probably like an hour.
All right. So I'll try and give him a ring back in about an hour's time.
Okay. All right.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hence why we do the double dial. Do you all see why we do the double dial? All right. So we'll give Felipe a call back in about an hour. What I'm going to do is set up a follow-up call right now. So I remind myself, because look, I will forget. In 1 hour, my brain is going to be somewhere totally different. So what you do is, after you make these, what's up, Alex? What's up, Kate? After you make these calls, after you get that confirmation on a better time to call back, set yourself a reminder. Do not trust your brain to remember. You will not remember. Trust me, I've forgotten a lot of things already. So I'm going to move this to 12:15. That's when I'm going to follow up. For anyone that doesn't realize, I am on the West Coast right now. So Felipe, I got a follow-up call for him at 12:15. My CRM is going to remind me. All right, let's see who else is on follow-up for today. We got Gamtees. So last week we called Gamtees and we could not get him we got him on the phone very briefly. He had to jump off. I think he was at work. Let's try him back. Now, in all honesty, I forgot to call him back because my schedule got busy. And I was on the phone with another seller last week. So when I call him right now, I'm just going to use, hey, I tried to call you, but it went straight to voicemail.
Hello?
Hey, Gambatees, this is Marlon. Can you hear me?
This is who?
Hey, it's Marlon. You and I spoke very briefly last week. I reached out to you to follow up about your house on 45th Street.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried giving you a call back. You told me to give you a call back later in the evening. I tried giving you a ring back, but it went straight to voicemail. So I just assumed maybe with the holidays coming up, you were busy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, man. But I wanted to follow up. You spoke to one of the assistants on my team about the house there, said you were possibly interested in selling it. So I just wanted to check back and see if that was still the case.
I think I would probably consider.
I'm sorry, it's a little windy in the background. You said you think it's something you'd probably consider?
Yeah, if the right offer comes in, I would definitely consider selling.
Okay, got it. But this wasn't something that you were already thinking about selling. It's just more so if you got a good offer.
Well, no, I've been thinking about it for a while. It's just I've had some up and down circumstances with it. So right now it's I will definitely entertain that.
Got it. Okay. So listen, I don't know if I caught you at a bad time, but if you have 2 minutes or so, what I want to do is confirm some of the information here for the property. My job on the team is I sit down and I basically do a little bit of the detail finding to figure out, basically give information to our underwriters on, what they're looking at, and they come up with an offer for us here.
Okay.
All right, cool. So with this property, the notes say that it's occupied. I think you have tenants in there right now.
That's correct. Yes.
All right, cool. So can you catch me up to speed? Like what's going on with the tenants currently?
The tenants are or were part of the housing, whatever. They were part of the HUD deal, and they're not going to be on it as of August 31st. So their contract is expiring August 31st.
Okay, so the August 31st, their contract's over, their lease is done, and then they're moving out, or were you planning to renew with them?
They are interested in staying, so I was going to probably do something along the line. Well, it depends. You know, if I sell it, it'll be the new owner's thing. If otherwise, if I don't, I would probably try to work something out with them.
Got it. Okay. Currently, right now, were they? I know you said they were with like a housing assistance. Are they doing like a Section 8 sort of rental right now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, and then what are they currently paying with Section 8? Like, what's their rent rate coming in?
$12.25 a month.
Okay, 12.25. Do you know if Section 8 covering the whole thing right now for them, or are they responsible for a portion?
I think the Section 8 was covering the full amount.
Okay.
I think it was like $25 a month that they were responsible for. So.
Okay, yeah. Because we have a good handful. I would say maybe about 70% of our portfolio is we have Section 8 tenants. So, a good portion of them, Section 8 pays the whole bill, but some of them, Section 8's only covering just a small fraction.
Right.
Okay. So essentially 12.25. Now how have they been? Are they like keeping the place in relatively good condition? Like what's the state of the property right now?
It's fine. I mean, it's good. They've been in it for almost 8 years. So, I mean, it's been kept up.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah. So they've been long term. When you bought the house, they were already there, like they were previous when you bought it?
No, I bought it and they moved in shortly thereafter.
Oh, nice. Yeah, man. That's really good when you get those tenants that stay long term. It's almost like it's their house, but they just keep renting it. Okay, cool. Do you currently have them like they're responsible for their own landscaping and utilities and things like that?
Well, I just did some landscaping, so that's taken care of. I mean, they were doing the lawn care and shoveling and all that, but I was paying the water, and they pay the gas and electric.
Okay, yep. Yeah, that's how same thing goes for most of us. Like it's same situation. Okay. So yeah, I mean it sounds pretty good there. Just out of curiosity, what's got you even thinking about selling it with like 8-year long tenants on Section 8? That sounds like something that pretty much runs itself.
Well, I mean, it would have been like I said, they're gonna be off of it October or August 31st, so they're not gonna be part of that program anymore. So that's kind of that's what's got me thinking about selling.
Oh, they won't be able to renew again?
Right.
Okay, yeah. It sounds like I know there's a Section 8 that's like Milwaukee County, and then there's one that's County of Milwaukee, and one of them is lifetime and the other one is a limited time. Okay.
Well, and I don't know, I don't have all the details as to what's going on, other than I know that they're working and making some money, so I don't know if it's because it's income related or what.
Okay, no, I got it. So I mean, ideally, it sounds like then if we're able to do something together, if we could come up to a price that's good for you, you'd be looking to do something before the August 31st date, like so essentially like around the time they finish up.
Right.
Okay. Cool. And did you already have a price in mind that you were looking to get for this property?
Sorta. I'm just going based on some houses around the area that have sold recently. So, I'd probably be in that neighborhood.
Okay, like what are we looking here? I was able to get you under so they like can have like a ballpark to see if we're even in the same place.
I'd say like in the neighborhood of 280, 285.
Okay. So 280, 285. Let's help with that here. And then let me actually ask you a question. Offhand, would you happen to know just about what the taxes are that you're paying?
It's like 2,800 maybe.
Okay. Yeah, because the taxes have been some of our properties like they just hiked the taxes up again on us. Okay. So I mean, yeah, what I could do is I'm gonna pass this information on to the underwriters. What I'm curious, were you planning on I know you said you were thinking about selling it. Were you planning on listing it on market with a realtor as well?
Not at the moment. I mean, if I needed to, I would, but I don't have any contracts or anything like that right at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm gonna pass it on over there. 'Cause I just have it pulled on Zillow right now, and like I do see, there are houses in that area that sold, between like even like 250, some as high as like 300. So I think that price point that you're looking at there is, right there around retail. As we are an investment company, like we'll buy properties one of two ways. First being cash. And typically, when we buy it cash, we buy it a little below retail. Are you open to any wiggle room on that price?
Yeah, I probably would be. If it's cash.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no broker involved, then yeah.
Yeah. So when we put together a cash offer, essentially the reason other people have sold to us on cash is simply like we make it the most convenient sale ever. It's a pretty simple thing. We come up with a number that we think makes sense, that we'd be able to either fix up the property a little bit and resell it, or it makes sense for us to hold it in our portfolio long term. And for you as the seller, the whole concept is we'll cover the closing fees. There'll be no realtor fees there for you, and we'll buy the house totally as is. We'll come in, we'll do like an eyeball inspection. But if we see anything, unless it's something crazy major that you never mentioned, it's pretty much we're gonna eyeball it. One of the partners on the team used to be a contractor, so we typically take care of any of that work ourselves.
So what? How many people are involved in this investment group? Is that something that somebody who's got property could maybe buy in or join?
Yeah, so the way we are is right now it's 3 partners, myself, Kurt, and Chris. And it's pretty small.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? That's a lot. There's 4 of us. Drew came on recently as well. So there's 4 of us there. Between us, we do fix and flips and buy and holds. I think we're a little over, between all of us combined, we're a little over 30 doors now.
Okay.
And what we do is we typically at this point right now, we do allow other investors to come on to projects with us, but they're case by case projects. So typically we're bringing on debt partners where essentially people are lending into the deal. So they don't actually do any of the work. They're just lending partners. And they just get a return, either monthly or on some projects, they get a payout at the end of the project.
I see. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Did you have something in mind? Were you looking to invest more?
I've been considering it. I mean, I actually, didn't mind, doing what I did. I mean, I've got another couple of properties that I've been managing. So, I'm not sure. I mean, I would like to kind of expand a little bit. I just didn't know, I'm not, I'm more the type of guy that's going to call somebody and hire out to, I can do like little knick-knack stuff that, but, I'd rather somebody else do a lot of that. So.
No, I absolutely get you. Yeah, no, we each do like something very similar where it's like we all stay in our lane. That way no one's
Yeah.
trying to do something that they're not good at. Um, well, let me ask you this, right? Like after you sell this, like what was going to be the game plan? Were you planning on buying into another property with like a 1031 exchange, or were you going to get into a different investment vehicle?
Probably do a 1031. I mean, the market, I was kind of waiting in a little bit because I think the market's going to, um, I think the opportunities are going to open up a little bit more towards the latter half of this year, and I think towards the end of the year. So, that was kind of my plan, was to maybe, see if I could get on something that might have been a little bit, a good deal. It might have been a little distressed or somebody that, with these interest rates jumping up, not everybody locked into 30-year, fixed mortgages.
Oh my gosh, I know it's insane. Some of the interest rates, 6, 7, heck, some we've even seen some 8s.
Wow, already?
Oh yeah. Well, it's for the homeowners, they're closer to a 5, 6, and 7. But for the investment loans, we've seen them go as high as 6, 7, 8%.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, so that was kind of the idea behind it at the moment.
Okay. Well, with the 1031 exchange, I'm sure you've probably done this before. The thing is, you want to make sure you identify the next property, the subject property, beforehand. You get a 45-day window to identify the next purchase, and then another 45 days on top of that to actually go ahead and close on it. So that's just going to be one thing. You want to make sure you already have that second potential investment lined up first to make sure that you're able to do the 1031 without having to worry about the capital gains incentives.
Okay.
So what I'll do here is I'm going to look into kind of where I think I'm going to pass it over to the underwriters, see what they think, a good cash price would be that they could come back with. You said right now the property doesn't really need much of work or anything that need to be done. Any updates or anything like that?
Yeah, no, it's fine. I just put a new roof on last year and
nice.
Remodeled the bathroom the year before that. So I mean, it's good to go.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, what I'll do is I will figure that out. I'll get back to you. I can give you a call back here later this afternoon if that'll still be good, or if that's going to be a bad time, I can give you a ring tomorrow. So when do you think it's better, later today or sometime tomorrow?
Tomorrow would be better.
Okay.
At least at this point.
Got it. Is this a good time date? Like if I reach out again tomorrow?
Yeah, that work.
Okay, so yeah, I'll reach out sometime between 1 and 2 o'clock tomorrow, and just get back to you and let you know, kind of what we came up with on this end.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome. All right, Gamty. So, and by the way, was I pronouncing your name proper? I never saw a name like this.
Yeah, Gambatese. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so Gambatese, I'll reach out again tomorrow and I'll just check back in with you.
Okay, thank you.
You enjoy the rest of the day. Take care.
Yeah, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow, it's so weird, guys. Every now and then, like I start tripping up over my words, and that was one of those moments. So whoever watched that watched me trip up over my words a couple times. But basic information found there. The price points in that area do actually look to be around anywhere upward of, like, I saw some comps nearby that were selling for a little over 300. Some of the lower ones selling in like the 250 range. He is somewhat negotiable on price. There's not a lot of bad stuff going on with the property, and it sounds like he's been self-managing. So typically self-managed properties tend to be a little bit nicer. So, again, everyone does this business a little bit different. What I like to do is I like to actually come back with an honest number on, hey, this is where I think I could buy it cash. This is what I'm seeing, and this is why. Here's something. I know everyone does it different. I like to, when I present the cash offer, actually explain why I came up with a cash offer. Like this is, if anyone watched me last week when I spoke with that woman Alexis, and I explained to her, hey, I know you want 200, but the reason my cash offer is at 130 is because boom, 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 boom. What did she say? She said, I'm gonna go with you because I feel like you're the only one that's actually, breaking it down for me and explaining it to me. Treat people how you would want to be treated. It's like when I have the guy that shows up and like the mechanic wants to work on my car and he explains to me why it's going to cost me what it's going to cost. I'm still going to do it. If he just says, yeah, well, it's just $1,000 because it's $1,000, I'm going to feel some type of way. Right. So, yo, what up, Andrea? What up, Roberto? Oh, and I appreciate that, Michael. I appreciate that, man. And yo, we got Carl on the house too. What up, Carl? All right, so what I need to do is get Drew to comp this property. Let me pass him this address. Excuse me. What's today's date? Today's the 5th. I should know that. He is open to a cash offer, asking around 280. Okay, understand I would need to purchase at a discount to ensure a good ROI. He is interested in investing into more deals. I can potentially have him come on as a private. I'm making notes to myself. Have him come on as a private lender. He believes he wants to do a 1031. And I could have pushed the issue actually a little bit harder on the 1031 on, hey, have you ever done a 1031? I went the route of telling him that I assume he's already done one before, which is kind of silly because if you listen to what I said after it, I still explained to him as if he hadn't done one. So I really should have just asked the question instead of making the assumption. Have you ever done a 1031 exchange? He was open to speaking. So sometimes like I answer questions for them in my own head. CRM I'm using is Bitrix24. He believes he wants to do a 1031 exchange. However, he thinks deals will come on the market by the end of. So what I want to do next time is when I speak to him, I'm going to just question, what's up, Brandon? Next time I speak to him, I'm going to question a little bit more about where he's getting his information from as well. He has a couple of properties. So I do want to take the time to actually build the rapport here with him because doing one good deal will lead to doing multiple good deals. This is how we've been able to buy multiple properties from a single person. I want to leverage a relationship. So if I can do one good deal with an individual that has many properties, I'd rather spend more time on that individual than chasing a bunch of one-offs. And like after we get the deal done, now I got to go chase the next deal. I would think deals will come to the market by end of year. Cool. So let's set a follow-up. We're going to give him a call back tomorrow around this time. We'll call him during power hour again. So tomorrow you guys will be able to see exactly what we're doing. What up, Dre? What's happening, bro? Okay. So set call follow-up for tomorrow. I was almost going to say next Wednesday. All right, follow-up calls happening on the 6th at 11 a.m. Let's see. We have something scheduled tomorrow at 11 o'clock, but we'll figure it out. All right, cool. And let me get a comp on this address by quickly shooting it over to Andrew. So if you guys have any questions as well, like on why I did something a certain way, please let me know before I jump into the next call. I'm more than happy to answer why I say certain things, what was going through my mind, or even better, please, if you have Here's the cool thing about being able to listen. It's like being a coach, having a bird's eye view. By not being in the game and having a bird's eye view of the game, you can actually Is that? Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, I just got distracted. One of my tenants, we're, dude hasn't been like answering text or calls. Like he gave us the wrong freaking cell phone number, and now we finally tracked him down. And he's like, "That's so unfair." Like, 'cause we left a notice on his door, and like, bro, you gave us the wrong number. Like, and you haven't, like, if you're not paying rent, at some point you got to know you're not paying rent. So it looks like we're gonna collect all our rent as well as late pay. All right. Can you get a comp on that? All right, cool. All right, let's give Sherry McClendon a phone call. All right, Sherry's got the property in Georgia. We're following up with Sherry. If you guys remember, we spoke to her about a week and a half ago about doing a terms deal. So Sherry, the whole pitch here was, let's actually break something down. Oh, cool. There's people inside the virtual office. All right. Who is that? That Fabia? Fabia Moxie. What's going on? Super random. I have zero experience, but one comment or suggestion is to ask the person, what is the ethnicity of your name? Sounds better. Trust me. I get where you come from. Aloha. That is pretty cool. Hey, what's the ethnicity of your name? Yeah, I'm very curious as to where that name comes from. I never heard of that name before. Like, I typically ask people if I'm pronouncing it correctly, just because I don't want to screw it up, and like I don't want to be saying it wrong several times. So I never used that one before. What's the ethnicity of your name? So I'll give that one a try for sure. Or the heritage of your name. All right, let's give Miss Sherry a call.
Hello.
Hey, Sherry, it's Marlon. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds like I might have just woken you up from a nap.
Yeah.
Do you want me to let you get back to sleep? I can give you a call back at a later time.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Okay, no worries. What I'll do is I'll reach out to you tomorrow, maybe around this time of day again, okay? All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye. All right, so you'll see I don't push super hard when it's a lead that I followed up with before in the past. I meant all the time, not aloha. So what's up, D? So you'll see when I'm with when I have a seller on the phone that I've spoken to several times, she and I, she's not anywhere near making a decision yet. Her husband passed away. Her daughter is not really the most competent when it comes to handling property, and she feels like she's totally on her own. So I built trust. I built rapport. She's got 2 properties. We're figuring out which one she's going to sell, how she's going to sell it. This is her retirement, so it's a really sensitive subject. She's getting up there in age, and she wants to make sure she's taken care of. Ooh, 225 to 250. Ooh. The bathrooms. All right, cool. That's taken care of. Let's so just responding to a text message to Andrew, he said that last property I was talking to, he's pulling up comps between 225, 250. Quick, super duper fast comms. He's a realtor up in that area. So let's see. Spoke to Sherry. Let's set up a call to follow up with her tomorrow at about 11:30. Oh, you guys a pharmacist? That's cool. All right, no answer from here. Let's move it down to 11:30. Anybody have any like tough sellers that they want to get on the phone? Like I'll call one person's tough seller if you have one. All right, cool. We'll try Felipe back in a minute. Let's call Bradley Chambers. So Bradley was somebody we were looking to talk to a while back. We've been speaking with Bradley. Bradley has a property out in Georgia. Let's see what's going on with Bradley. Dang, the pharmacists are coming together right now. Also, nuclear pharmacist in Miami. I didn't even know there were nuclear pharmacists. All right, no answer.
Hello, thanks for calling.
Let's try one more time. All right, so Bradley didn't answer. Let's give him one more try. Guys, heads up, we got 5 more minutes on this before I gotta jump off and go take care of some other work. I like to come in here for Power Hour very, very quickly. I can't believe it's already been an hour. We want to solve problems. We get on the phone so that we can solve problems.
Hello, thanks for calling.
No answer. All right, let's move it on. What I'm going to do is set a follow-up call for Bradley so I know to follow. Yeah, you guys see like I'm waiting. I bow to you. That's funny. The nuclear pharmacist. What does a nuclear pharmacist do? Like, I need to understand like what the nuclear part is. Okay, call. All right, let's open this up to call tomorrow. Save. All right, cool. Let me see who inside here needs to be followed up. We need to give Bill a call. Bill, we never heard back from him, so we got to check in on Bill right now. So we're going to give Bill the final call of the Power Hour. Bill should hopefully answer. We've been trying to get a hold of him since we last spoke. Looks like he called me back a couple of days ago. Oh, shoot. Guys, we missed a call back from Bill. Dang, bro. That sounds like a serious job. I just make phone calls. That's insane, bro. Dispensing radioactive diagnostic products.
Sorry I missed your call. Please leave me a message.
I'll
I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Bill, this is Marlon. I wanted to give you a follow-back call about your property on West Buckhorn. I think we keep missing each other on phones. Feel free to give me a call back when you get this message. No worries if you don't. I'm going to try and give you a ring again later this afternoon. Take care. And let's just double dial Bill right now. Come on, Bill. Come on, Bill. All right.
Sorry I missed your call.
All right, nothing from Bill. We will try Bill back later this afternoon because Bill is a pretty solid lead. He's got a pretty cool house out here in Arizona. What happened is sometimes when they're building developments and communities, they have what they call a model home. So this is the home that they would show off, kind of like a floor model iPhone. So he's got a model home, pretty good condition, pretty solid, and he's interested in selling it off market. You know, shout out to the Chana brothers. They're the ones that brought this one to my attention. So let's give Bill a call before my meeting later today. So we'll give him a ring at like 2 o'clock. If I could get him on the phone, great. If not, no problem. We'll move on. Select. Do you know anyone purchasing commercial vacant land in Cape Coral, Florida? Off the top of my head, no, but I can reach out to somebody. If you shoot me a DM, with whatever information you have on it. Is it already contracted, or do you still need to find out like a price for it? Actually, my roommate's the land guy, although he doesn't like to admit it anymore. He's still the dude that like we bring land to. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end this stream for now. But Fabia, if you shoot me a DM, I will take a look at it and I can see if we have somebody. Me personally, off the top of my head, I do not know of anyone buying vacant commercial land at Cape Coral. We'll be under contract tomorrow. Perfect. So yeah, if you want, you can wait till you get it under contract and then shoot over the details or however you wish. I know sometimes people like to wait till it's under contract before they send it out. And then I have a few guys that are pretty heavy in Florida that I can pass it on to see if they have anybody. All right, guys, I appreciate you all. Thank you for hanging out with me. Seriously, I appreciate it. Phone calls are way more fun when I'm making them live with you guys. Like seriously, like a big part of why I come on and stream them live is just I like the engagement more than I like the calls. Just being 100% honest. So if you want to make business work, figure out a way to make your business fun. If it's not fun, you will not want to do the repetitious stuff that needs to be done, right? Even when I have like people calling and making calls for me, it's still like they need to figure out a way to make it fun. So for me, it becomes way more fun when I do it like this. Anyhow, you guys enjoy the rest of the day. I'll be back on later. I got another live happening later today, which totally non-real estate related. Looking forward to it. Later, y'all. All right, and Facebook, YouTube, appreciate you guys for hanging out. I definitely spent way more time focusing on Instagram. It's just they could comment, I can see it, but appreciate you for hanging out today as well. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.